Warning, the following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, the reality guys and producers must insist that none of these opinions be taken as facts. Now, please enjoy the show.
Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Hello, everybody.
As you can see here in the title, we are back to talk The Amazing Race, Season 1 Retro Review. We are having a blast doing these. We're sorry that this episode is a little delayed compared to our normal 1 or 2 a week, but we are going to get a few in the can here, and we're going to make sure to get them out for you. We are here to cover leg 6 of Season 1. If you want to follow along, if you've never seen it or you watched this 20 years ago like most people, it's on Hulu. So watch along with us. Brian and ourselves, if it's your first time watching, have zero idea what's going to happen. No spoilers. And really, again, thank you to our commenters. We have a really active community and no one has spoiled a single thing. And honestly, bless you. You are so much better than our Bachelor fans and all like that. I have to dodge spoilers in the Bachelor page. Amazing Race people are giving me warning signs Bill, I'm going to go 47 lines down. Don't read this. They're nicer to me than my parents are.
Exactly. Yeah. They just are generally interested on how we react to what we see, which is really cool.
We are being completely genuine and we love all of you. And also a big shout out to the contestants. We've had multiple contestants, not just from season 1, but from the current season, other seasons reach out to us and provide their insight and offer to come on. So we don't want to spoil anything yet, but when we do our post finale, we are going to do a retrospective of where are they now. And we are going to have right now a minimum of 1 member from Raising Race season 1. So that is something that to us is just geek out, love that. Awesome. So appreciative and love that even this specific individual we've talked a lot of crap on and is allowed to just have good fun with it. But if you're not familiar even with the Bachelor franchise, we had Jamie Scar on, who was one of them in the most recent years, hated on people and willing to come on and talk to us about it. And actually him and I have we've got a pretty good, I wouldn't say we're boys, but I actually, I would say we're boys. We're not a deep friendship, but we're boys. If I were to see him or go out to San Diego, me and him could hang out. And he's been nothing but transparent. So he's a lot better than Clayton.
Yeah. Salute to Jamie.
Yo, Jamie, rep, if you're still watching our
videos. Salute to
PJ, Ray Rock.
Salute to Ray Rock.
Boys. Yeah. Kick rocks to that chick from Temptation Island who ditched us.
Yeah, Erica.
Erica, kick rocks.
I can't wait to big time her.
Oh, God, kick rocks. And for any of you who have stayed with us, we appreciate we're indulging ourselves a little bit on fanfare and appreciating you guys. But we are here to mainly talk about leg 6. I kind of delayed because I'm a little pissed off, Brian. I love The Amazing Race. I love The Amazing Race season 1, but this is the first leg where I'm actually pissed off. I cursed myself last week when I talked about the non-elimination legs. Maybe that comes in later. Cause I promise you, I had not watched leg 6 at that point and non-elimination leg. Brian, you were a little more tempered in your results, and I want people to know why, which I semi-agree with you, your thoughts overall and why you're not as mad as I am about non-elimination legs.
Yeah, so I hated the non-elimination legs in the newest season of Tar, but this season, what happened in this episode, I would have been annoyed if Lenny and Karen had gotten eliminated because they had a production error.
They had a production error.
Well. They were doing very well. And
they had the only direct flight.
Yeah, right. They were doing really well, and they could have been into maybe top 2, and they jumped all the way back to 6. So I wonder if they just did that. They're ooh, we can't eliminate them.
And I would have been mad too, Brian. I definitely do. It wasn't that it was because of who didn't get eliminated. It was just that I'm oh, God damn it. That means there's going to be a few more of these coming before we get to the finale.
There's 2 more now.
Well, and that's what's frustrating, Dan, because this season's been with gasoline on. We're on 5 straight eliminations out of what? There's only 12 to 10 teams.
I think it was 11 teams. I think it was 11.
I don't need, because we've all seen what it means. The positioning from 1st to 5th isn't going to be a big deal. They're all going to get bottlenecked in these legs. So it's it turns into trying to win legs to just don't lose legs. And when there's 11 teams, that makes a little more sense. But I don't want that when there's 4 to 5 teams left. I want them trying to win. Like, again, everyone knows I'm a fanboy, but like the Holdernesses weren't trying to lose. They tried to win every leg, including what was it Ryan and Dusty, who got screwed the end with the stupid flipping competition at the end. Like, they were arguably the strongest team the entire Amazing Race, and they lost on a chance thing, like that was bullshit. But like, it wasn't because of lack of trying. Like, I just don't like the de-insensitizing now. And I'm sure they probably are aware that there's 2 more out of how many teams are left? 5?
There's 6.
6 teams, 2 non-elimination legs, 3 teams make the final. I mean, there's still like 5 more episodes.
Yeah, 5 more episodes at least.
That's a lot. And I get it because this is the first one, so people definitely were eating it up. But as a retro reviewer, which I think is why people ask us why we're doing this, I think we're the only people on the internet doing retro reviews of reality TV. I mean, honestly, Brian, I've tried to look it up. We aren't geniuses. Listen, I invented the Reality Guys. I came up with a thing. It was a segment of a television show on another multiverse with a shitty Illuminati that gets killed in 10 minutes. That's where we came from. I never thought we'd actually be a niche, and we are a niche. Probably crazy. You and I are a niche on the internet.
I know people are starting to seek us out to talk, which is like,
it's just so goddamn funny. I mean, it is what it is. Listen, again, people listen, like, you're hearing us being a little bit more personal, indulgent on this episode, and it is for a reason. Like, I'm annoyed. Okay. Hooper drives the boat and I'm Hooper, and I'm annoyed that it was a non-elimination. Like, I'm glad, not because of the team that was saved, but it bothered me. So I'm going to run through notable things. I took my notes. I'm a good host. I'm not going to mess with this. We had to get to the Palace Hotel in Tunis to start. That's 300 miles away from their last checkpoint. $50 budget. Doesn't matter. Again, thank you to the commenter, and I will post the screenshot here of the commenter who let us know that apparently from season 5 through 9, that's going to become more relevant than like season 13. So thank you for that hope. We only have 4 more retro seasons to go before it matters.
Right.
It's like watching a Marvel franchise. Eventually they'll get to the Avengers. We'll get there. Tunis to Rome. So this was the first time, which was really interesting, and something me and you were looking forward to in the preview, that they had to actually make their own logistical decisions.
Yeah.
There is all roads lead to, Rome, funny enough. And that was the idea. It's like, get to Rome. We don't fucking care how you get there. And this is where finally we got the well-awaited, even though it was probably proclaimed beforehand, Guido Heel Turn. Brian, let me know about the Guido.
I think that you could be arrested for that today.
They'd be great.
In today's climate in an airport, I think you could be arrested for that.
What for blocking an elevator?
Yeah, just causing a disturbance.
Yeah, I really. This is like the main reason why I want our special guest on. I need to know about this airport. Were they being Northeast? Listen, I'm more so than you. Like you're more negative in like the things like on opinions of things. I'm more negative in like the blah blah blah, like the Northeastern thing coming out like in the airport. And I gotta know, like, were they just playing it up, or like because they all made their flight? Like, you know what I mean?
I know.
They made it so you ride their blocking the elevator, and then they were like. They pushed the old lady. They didn't push the old lady, dude. Come on.
We just don't know. I love when they're like, we need to break your legs. I was like, this is the Amazing Race I want to see.
They ain't breaking no legs. And I will literally say that to him. They are not going to actually break someone's legs. Come on now. That's what we're talking about. Me and you, again, like, we don't like the fake hardness. Doesn't mean someone's not tough or wouldn't protect themselves. But like, how hard is it to break somebody's legs?
I mean, if you get them down the right way, I think if you
Brian.
All right, okay. If somebody is standing and you come from the side and just like kick the side of their leg, you break the leg. You go for the ankle. You go for the knee.
The connotations, like you're goddamn like Vito Corleone. He's just gonna walk down. I'm gonna put the guy down. I'm gonna bash his legs. I'll break his legs. We're not talking about like Willis McGahee getting his legs backward twisted in a football game. if I'm a sick mother effer,
No, don't do
I
that.
just
Don't
put
do
that video in this edit.
No, don't do that.
It does.
That's the one time. Don't add it in.
No, well, Brian, I always click no, it's not safe for kids.
That's not safe for anybody with this with the weak
Hydro.
stomach.
All right, so let's continue here in our the Guidos are heels, blah blah blah. This is where the logistics come in. The three teams that actually were the first teams, the one that were getting blocked by the Guidos, they end up having a flight delay. Then they try to go to Milan, they get to Rome, the whole pain in the ass. But the team, like we had talked about, Lenny and Karen, who were the only ones to not get a flight on the whole initial group, then got a direct flight. But they get there, and apparently, I would love, again, this is something we're going to ask one of our guests. What the hell are the production errors?
Yeah, like I wonder if like maybe they like were making a train and they need like a camera guy like was running late, or it's got to be something on that.
It has to be that they can't do anything unless there's a camera on them, and let if like all the camera batteries died.
Yeah, something weird like that.
And then it's like they're basically look, you're not getting eliminated this late, but we can't like not have footage of you doing the things.
Right.
But we're going to find out. I think, which is we're in a unique situation because I think guys that were in there 20 years ago don't need to get the same clearance that the current people that we talk to.
No, I don't think so either.
I think this guy. I think we're gonna loosen up beforehand. We're gonna get a little
on
loose.
another season, like a future later, like return.
All right. Well, we'll get to that because we don't know. We can't look that up.
They're still in the game though, Bill.
Well,
they could win for all we know.
We don't know who wins. It's the best. All right, so let's finish this off. The last detour, we said Lenny and Karen missed the train because of the production error. We mentioned that they're credited back time. Roadblock was one of the two team members had to drive a little smart car 10 miles away, but only using a like drawn out map. Pretty standard there. Brian, you have the order of the arrivals because we've already mentioned that it was a non-elimination. So let's just get the order there and we will say our goodbyes.
All right. So first we have Frank and Marguerite.
Yep.
Second is Team Guido.
Yes.
Third is Rob and Brennan.
Yep.
Fourth is Kevin and Drew, future guest.
Yes, sir.
Fifth is Nancy and Emily.
Uh-huh.
And sixth is Lenny and Karen.
Not their own fault, though.
Yeah, right. I think they
would. So I'm curious when the next leg starts, and you've started the next leg.
I've seen episode 7.
Did they advance them in position to start?
Don't remember. So I don't think so. I also think that the Guido, maybe I think the Guidos and Robin
that's getting flipped like before. That's getting flipped for like Instagram.
I know. I don't remember because I was taking.
I was so earnest in asking that question.
Right I think that there actually is like a pro production error and a negative. So we find that out eventually, and I don't think it messes with any times.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, which is
All
cool.
right.
I love that they do that on the show. I really appreciate that more than anything.
So just for a little bit of housekeeping here, this episode is being recorded on a Sunday. Will probably more than likely be released on Tuesday. Monday on the channel, if you're already seeing, you follow us, will be The Circle season 4 week 2 review. I'll have that released. I'll have that edited by Monday mid-morning.
But Bill, is it an hour long?
No, Brian. If them one of those hasteful mother effers are still watching this, no. Who the hell? And I put it eloquently in a comment this morning. Like, I respect people's time. You've already spent 4 hours this week watching a show. You don't need 4 hours back. Like, if God bless you, if you really want that from us, DM us. Like, as we grow, we'll do a podcast. We'll do longer form if you want Reality Guys podcast. You want long forms, but like we want to hear that and like listen. Like, we're covering the court shit now. We don't want to watch court shit. We're covering it because people told us we'll cover it. It's fun now. It stinks. Watch it.
It's fun. Yeah, great.
Stinks. Watches it. Brian's child literally has to see these things.
Yeah. This is what
the other, eventually his children are going to have to literally watch this trash. So help them by liking, commenting, hitting the bell. If you don't like us, fine. You can't hate the babies. So just watch it. Just do it.
When the other one comes home, they'll have I'll have 2 interns in the house.
Yeah, that's 2 more Gmail accounts to get 2 more subscriptions. So like, thank you. But like, honestly, we appreciate everyone for this. We have a lot of fun covering this show specifically and get to be a little bit more loosey-goosey because of the positive fan base out there. Look out for our coverage of the rest of the season and then a retrospective, like we said, of the Where Are They Now season 1 are they rich? Are they poor? Are they alive? Are they dead? I don't know.
We
I'm
should have
actually
like a
not looking
bingo.
forward
We
to this
should make like a
bracket.
bingo card, Bill.
All right, we're in the bingo card that we'll release. Also check out our podcast. It is the POPcast. The name's probably going to change. We cover everything outside of reality TV, movies, etc. We are probably going to record that tomorrow night, Monday night. Look out for that probably Wednesday morning, I would say. So the POPcast, I've already popped this thing up here on the screen for you to see it. And that's basically it. We have Survivor, Amazing Race Retro, The Courtship, The Circle Season 4, The Challenge All-Stars Season 3, and Temptation Island Season 4, which finishes up this week. So plenty of current things, and look out for The Bachelorette ×2 this summer. Hopefully F-Boy Island, and probably end up doing Big Brother because we just can't help ourselves. So for myself and Brian, we really appreciate you. Thank you. Peace.